Hi, Amelia's here. I'm really glad you're here. Take a deep breath with me for a second. Let your shoulders drop. Let your mind slow down. Because the energy coming through around you today feels strong, not messy, not confusing, strong in a serious, focused way. It feels protective. It feels intense. And it feels like something is building beneath the surface. And as always, keep what fits your situation, and let the rest pass. But I'm going to be honest. If you landed on this message today, there's a reason. Something in you is already sensing what's happening, even if you haven't been able to explain it clearly. There's someone on your mind right now. You may try to act normal about it. You may even tell yourself, it's nothing. But your energy says otherwise. And their energy is loud. It's very clear. This person does not want to share you. Not emotionally. Not physically. Not in any way that feels like you're slipping out of their space. Not in a subtle way. Not in a maybe later way. Even in their thoughts, the idea of someone else being close to you doesn't sit well with them. And what's interesting is, this might not have started like that. At first, it could have been attraction, curiosity, that quiet pull, the kind of energy where someone is interested but still trying to keep control, still trying to act calm, still trying to pretend they're not affected. But it didn't stay there. Over time, that attraction quietly turned into something heavier, something deeper, something that feels like, this person is mine, even if they've never said those words out loud. And I'm not saying this in a toxic, dramatic way. I'm saying it in the way their energy shows it, possessive in a protective, serious, future-thinking way. They don't see you as an option anymore. They see you as someone they could actually lose. And that scares them. Because there's something about you that doesn't feel replaceable. You don't feel like someone they can just move on from easily. You don't feel like a casual connection to them. You feel like a turning point. You feel like a person who changes things. And because they feel that, they become more alert, more sensitive, more watchful. Let me explain it clearly. This person thinks about you far more than they admit. They replay conversations. They reread messages in their mind. They analyze your tone. They remember the exact way you said something. They notice your patterns. They can tell when you're present and when you're not. They pick up on small shifts that other people would completely miss. And here's the part that matters most. When your energy dips even slightly, when you seem calmer than usual, when you stop reacting like you used to, when you become quieter, something inside them goes into panic. Because your silence does not feel casual to them. To them, your silence feels like distance. Your calm feels like detachment. Your less reaction feels like you're slipping away. And the first thing their mind does is this. It creates a scenario. What if there's someone else? What if I waited too long? What if they're moving on? What if I lose them and it's my fault? Even if there is no other person, their mind creates the possibility. And that possibility makes them feel jealous, but not in a loud, childish way. In the quiet, internal way. In the way someone gets when they care too deeply, but don't want to expose it. They don't like the idea of someone else making you laugh. They don't like imagining you being comfortable with someone else. They don't like picturing you opening your heart to someone else. They don't like thinking another person could have access to the side of you that they want. So they watch. They compare. They compete. They imagine situations they don't even fully understand. And instead of pushing you away, that fear pulls them closer. So if you felt them getting more intense, if you felt them acting different, if you felt them checking in more, if you felt them becoming more serious without saying why, that's why. Because jealousy in this case isn't drama. It's confirmation. It's confirmation that they are emotionally invested in you. It's confirmation that you matter to them. It's confirmation that you have a place in their mind and their future, even if they haven't spoken it yet. Now let's talk about what this actually means. The energy around this connection feels like it's shifting toward commitment. This does not feel like a person who only wants temporary access to you. This feels like someone who wants to claim you in a real way. Not just, I want you, but I want you with me. I want you in my life. I want you as my partner. I want something stable. I want something that lasts. This is why the energy feels heavy, not heavy in a negative way, but heavy in a serious way. Like something important is forming. And yes, the physical attraction is strong. They are very drawn to you physically. There's intense chemistry here. There's desire. There's craving. There's a pull that feels difficult for them to control. But it's not only physical. Because at the same time, they want you emotionally. They want closeness. They want connection. They want your attention. They want your softness. They want your presence. They want to feel like they matter to you. They want you in a way that feels complete. And that's why this energy doesn't feel casual. This person is not thinking like someone who's just passing time. They're thinking like someone who is imagining a future. They're thinking like someone who is picturing you in their life long term. And I'm going to say something that may sound bold, but it's what the energy shows. It feels like a proposal type energy is building. It feels like a clear offer is on the way. It could start as a direct conversation, a confession, a serious talk, or a moment where they finally stop holding back. And it feels like it can happen sooner than you expect. Like something that suddenly shifts from unspoken to obvious. Like the kind of moment where you realize, oh, this is real. Because the energy here has a suddenness to it. It's not slow. It's not dragged out. It's not maybe one day. It feels prompt. Like once they decide, they move. Once they feel you slipping, they act. Once they realize, I can't keep being silent, they speak. Now, I also need you to hear this part clearly. This person may not always show it. They may act calm. They may act distant sometimes. They may try to appear unbothered. They may avoid being too vulnerable. But inside, they care. They're attached. They're watching. They're feeling you more than they admit. So if you've been confused by their behavior, understand this. Their emotions are stronger than their words right now. They feel more than they say. And because they feel so much, the idea of losing you creates pressure inside them. That's what makes this energy serious. Now, let's bring this back to you. Because I also feel something about you in this. You've been wanting something real. You may not talk about it loudly, but deep down you're not looking for confusion. You're not looking for mixed signals. You're not looking for temporary attention. You're craving sincerity. You're craving stability. You're craving a love that shows up fully. And the message coming through for you is, what you desire desires you back. What you're seeking is also seeking you. It's like you and this person are moving toward each other from different sides. And the closer it gets, the stronger it feels. That's why you've been thinking about them. That's why they can't stop thinking about you. That's why you feel the pull. That's why the energy is getting louder. Because something is aligning. And one more important detail. This person is fascinated by your intelligence. They don't just like how you look. They like how you think. They like how you speak. They like your depth. They like your mind. They like that you're not shallow. They like that you're not easy to read. They like that you make them feel something real. You challenge them in the best way. And that's why they don't want to lose you. Because you're not just a person to them. You feel like someone who could become their person. So if you've been wondering whether this is real, yes, it feels real. If you've been wondering if they're serious, yes, it feels serious. If you've been wondering why they're acting protective or jealous, because they already feel you as theirs in their mind, and the idea of competition triggers them. And if you've been wondering whether something is coming, yes, a shift is coming. A conversation is coming. Clarity is coming. And the biggest message for you is, don't panic. Don't overthink yourself into fear. Don't assume the worst. Stay grounded. Stay calm. Let the truth reveal itself naturally. Because this isn't the kind of energy that disappears. This is the kind of energy that steps forward. This is the kind of energy that gets serious. This is the kind of energy that eventually speaks. What I'm really picking up here is that your intelligence is what first caught their attention. It's not just that you're smart, it's the way you think, the way you speak, the way you handle situations. They genuinely admire your mind. I'm seeing that they feel mentally stimulated around you, and that's rare for them. Your witty nature, your quick responses, your subtle humor, it keeps them intrigued. They don't get bored with you. At the same time, your calm and composed energy stands out. You carry yourself with quiet confidence. You don't try too hard, yet you naturally command attention. There's something grounded and wholesome about you. It feels balanced, mature, and secure. Because of that, they feel drawn to you on every level, emotionally, physically, intellectually, and yes, even sexually. Their eyes naturally stay on you. It's like you're fully in your power right now. And they can feel that dominant divine energy around you. Now, about why they're holding back, it's not because they don't care. I'm sensing they actually care a lot. That's the reason they're cautious. They don't want something temporary with you. They're thinking about stability, something long-term, something real. But right now, their life may not feel fully stable. There could be financial stress, personal responsibilities, or unresolved past matters they're still dealing with. They don't want to bring you into a situation that feels messy or unfinished. They'd rather fix their life first than risk losing you by coming forward unprepared. So the delay isn't about lack of feelings. It's about wanting to be ready before they step toward you properly. They don't want you to ever feel like you chose the wrong person. That's very important to them. They don't want to see doubt in your eyes or hesitation in your behavior. They want to be someone you feel safe with, someone you can look at and honestly say, yes, I made the right decision. Right now, they're being careful. Not because they don't care, but because they care deeply. They're afraid of saying the wrong thing, reacting emotionally, bringing up something from the past, or doing anything that could create distance between you. They don't want to ruin what's building between you two. Their feelings are intense, emotionally and physically. They're very attracted to you. They think about holding you, touching you, kissing you. There's a strong desire to claim you and make the connection feel secure and exclusive. But at the same time, that intensity scares them. They feel strongly bonded to you, almost like they can't detach. And that makes them nervous about losing control. They worry that if they move too fast or let their emotions take over, you might misunderstand their intentions. They don't want you to think it's only physical or that they're not serious. That's why they hesitate. Once things become fully expressed, there's no going back. Everything becomes real. If you're already close, you can probably feel the mutual attraction. Even if they haven't said everything out loud, it's obvious in their energy and actions. They know that if you both get closer, neither of you would easily pull away. That's why they're trying to move carefully. Most importantly, they're thinking long-term. They're not just thinking about the present moment. They are seriously considering commitment. In fact, they may already be planning something stable and official, possibly even thinking about proposing in the near future. Okay. So let's go deeper and make this fully clear, because the energy here is not small and it's not random. This person is not looking at you in a just for now way anymore. This feels like someone who is genuinely thinking about a future with you. For some of you, it can even look like they've already started preparing in their mind, like thinking about, how do I make this official? Or, how do I approach this properly? And yes, for a few of you, there's a strong chance they've already mentioned you to someone close, or they've at least thought about how their family would react if they took you seriously. But the biggest thing here is timing and maturity. Because I'm also picking up that you're not in a place where you want to be rushed. You might be someone who is studying right now, or you just recently got into a job, or you're trying to build stability in your life. You want to focus on your growth, your career, your independence, your future. You're not sitting around waiting for someone to choose you. And that's exactly why this person is taking you seriously. You're coming across as someone who values self-respect. You're emotionally grown. You're not begging for commitment. You're not chasing. You're not proving your worth. You're moving with calm confidence. And that kind of energy does something powerful. It forces the other person to either step up or step away. And right now, this person is realizing something. They can't keep you on maybe forever. They're also realizing that if they want a real relationship with you, they have to approach you the right way. This person is not trying to come in with drama or childish behavior. I'm sensing that they want to clear things up with you first. They want to speak properly. They want to understand where you stand and what you need. They are trying to gather clarity before making a big life decision, because they understand this isn't just about feelings, it's about real life. Because let's be honest, being together in real life means responsibility. It means effort. It means practicality. It means two people making choices daily, not just feeling emotions in the moment. So yes, they're trying to be logical here. But here's what makes this interesting. When it comes to you, their logic struggles. You affect them deeply. They try to be rational, but their mind gets messy around you sometimes. They feel so drawn to you that it throws them off balance. It's like they want to act cool, but inside, they're not calm at all. Now. Why? Because they see you changing. They see you becoming more self-sufficient, more independent, more sure of yourself. They see you becoming someone who doesn't need validation. Someone who can stand alone. Someone who is building their own life. And you might not even realize how magnetic that is. You're coming across as intelligent, attractive, and confident. You carry yourself like someone who knows where they're going. And for some of you, you also come from a respectable background, not always financially, but in the sense that you have values, dignity, standards, and a certain way of carrying yourself. You've transformed. And because you've transformed, people are noticing you. It's not one person. It's not two people. It's many eyes. Many people are curious about you. Many people are drawn to you. You're in a phase where your energy is loud without you even speaking. And this person feels that. This person can sense that you're becoming the kind of person who won't stay available forever. They can feel the shift. Like if they keep delaying, someone else could easily come in and offer you what they've been hesitating to offer. So now they're stuck between two fears. If they don't act, they lose you. If they act too late or too wrong, they still lose you. This is what your energy has activated in them. A serious wake-up call. And that's why, if this person used to avoid serious decisions, or run from commitment, or always take the easy route, you're about to see a new side of them. A side that is more mature, more focused, more intentional. Because when someone is truly afraid of losing you, they don't stay the same. Their attitude changes. Their behavior changes. Their priorities change. Even the way they present themselves changes. This energy doesn't feel like someone who wants to play games. It feels like someone who wants to become worthy of you, not just impress you. It feels like someone who wants to hold a real position in your life. And here's something I want you to understand clearly. You're not forcing them. You're not pressuring them. You're not demanding anything. They're doing it willingly. They're doing it because they feel it. They're doing it because they know that if they don't step up, they might lose you completely. Not just physically, but emotionally and energetically. Because your energy is the type that once you detach for real. And they know that. That's why the energy feels like no drama, no chaos. It feels like movement. It feels like seriousness. It feels like a shift. It feels like someone who is preparing themselves to offer something stable. Now, you're also going to notice them becoming more present, more attentive, more consistent. You might even feel their energy around you constantly, like they're thinking about you a lot, checking for updates, wanting to know what you're doing, wanting to stay connected. And yes, there's also this claiming vibe, not in a controlling way, but in a, I don't want anyone else to take your spot way. Like they want to make it clear, even subtly at first, that you matter to them, that you're not just an option, that you have a place in their life. This is someone who is holding on to you tightly. And you might already feel that, like an energetic grip, like a tight pull, like their energy is locked in. Also, you may have been getting signs lately. Not fake signs, but real-life signs. Like their name popping up, unexpected messages, random reminders, sudden dreams, or a strong feeling that you're on their mind. Because I'm seeing their mind looping around you. They think about you repeatedly. They talk about you without even noticing. They replay moments. They imagine scenarios. They get into their head about you. There's an obsessive focus here, but not in a dangerous way, more like intense attachment and craving. They haven't wanted someone like this before. This feels new for them. It feels like you touched a part of them that hasn't been activated in a long time. And that's why their desire is strong too. They want closeness. They want physical and emotional connection. They want that no distance, no confusion, no boundaries type of closeness. The kind where they can finally relax, because you're officially theirs and there's no question. That's what they're craving. Now, if you've been sensing jealousy or possessiveness, here's the truth. It doesn't feel like fear-based jealousy.